Millions of species clash in nature's savage battle of survival. On land, in the sea, and in the air, all are locked in deadly conflict. Animals fight tooth and claw to win food, territory, and rights to the bloodline. From the Arctic Circle to Africa and the temples of Thailand, there are no rules. This is Animal Fight Night. As a grizzly, you're one of the largest carnivores on Earth and can overpower anything, except maybe another grizzly. So when grizzlies clash, you can't rely on just pure brute strength. You need smart moves. It's July, grizzly mating season. This female's current mate is Caesar. With his home range covering almost 500 square miles, it took him a long time to track his girl. And he's not going to share her. Brutus isn't looking to share. He's taller, almost 7 feet, and bulkier, around 800 pounds. Caesar is smaller, but by extending his neck, flattening his ears, and baring his teeth, he shows dominance. By getting his front legs up high, Caesar stops Brutus from using his height. The hump behind Caesar's neck hides a mass of muscle, used to dig his hillside den. It gives him the strength of up to 5 humans. But Brutus is just as strong. And he's got height as an advantage. Caesar bites the bigger bear's ear with his 2-inch super sharp canines. It's a bite that can crush a bowling ball. And forces Brutus to lose his foothold. Kicking out with his 16-inch long feet, Caesar hits Brutus hard in the windpipe. Again, Caesar gets his front legs on top. At 5 inches, a grizzly's claws are the longest of any bear. Caesar uses his to inflict the killer blow to the face. It's enough for Brutus to back down. He's escorted off the premises. Caesar has kept his girl for now. In the wild, anything can happen when 2 expert executioners meet. On the African plains, each cat has developed unique killing skills. Cheetahs are flat-out sprinters. In short bursts, they can outrun any animal. At top speed, their stride is 23 feet long. Their hard foot pads act like tire treads, giving them traction in their fast, sharp turns. The African serval is a different kind of athlete. Relative to her size, her legs are the longest of any cat. Her ears, which would be the same size as dinner plates on a human, are one of her key hunting tools. When prey approaches, she springs into action. The cat's long feet, coupled with its powerful hind legs, allow her to leap up to 9 feet vertically. These same muscles also propel her up to 12 feet horizontally. Searching for dinner, this serval enters someone else's territory. Different species of cat rarely tolerate each other as they compete for food. The serval wants to make herself look bigger. She arches her back. But size is not an issue for these cheetahs. They could kill her, but are curious when the serval doesn't run. Lashing out with sharp claws, she reveals their weakness. Cheetahs can't risk injury. Or they're finished as hunters. The cheetahs are fast, but not foolish. The serval outplays them. This time, the springer trumps the sprinter. Dinner that fights back is not worth the trouble. And even if you're commander-in-chief, things don't always go your way. If lions bring down a buffalo, it's a huge win. 1,900 pounds of prime meat. But a prize like this can be costly. Because when provoked, Cape buffalo, with their 3-foot horn span and massive bulk, can be the angriest vegetarians on the planet. This herd of buffalo is looking for new pastures. Adults surround the vulnerable young calves. The male pathfinder keeps a lookout for predators. The lions want to get as close as possible so they can spring a surprise attack if the buffalo don't smell them. Standing still, he signals alarm. decision time. Stand firm or retreat. A nervous buffalo decides for him. Buffalo can outrun lions, but only just. The pace is too fast for one of the calves. The lions win dinner, but there's gonna be a price to pay. A lion takes down a buffalo calf. The pride has had its fill. But the buffalo, known to retaliate when threatened, circle the lions. A lioness spots them. She tries to distract them. But 3 cubs are alone and exposed. They are chased down. One cub escapes. Another buffalo finds a second cub, but misses it. When the third is found, the cub is crushed by the weight of 2 pool tables. The buffalo retreat. With 1 cub dead, the buffalo meal sure was costly for the lions. In nature, there is no time out. So you should never let your guard down. The little egret. A 2-foot-tall heron that hunts in shallow waters. Normally, he has nothing to fear. But on this Mediterranean island, the river's edge harbors danger. The blunt-nosed viper. A 5-foot-long, muscular, venomous snake who normally has a taste for much smaller birds. Here, this viper's bitten off more than she can chew. Her venom kills her usual victims in minutes. But the snake's bite has nothing but feather and bone. So her poison hasn't entered the egret's bloodstream. The egret's bigger cousins, herons, kill snakes with their sharp bills. The egret's beak is long and sharp, but is unable to pierce the snake's scaly armor. So he goes for the eye. But it's protected by a hard, clear lens. Moving into deeper water may be the egret's only chance of survival. Except this blunt-nosed viper is a strong swimmer. egret's bite isn't strong enough to force the snake to release. And it's the viper's instinct to hold on to birds until they're dead. The egret tries his claws. But he has no strength in his legs. The viper bites again. And hits home. Her fangs, like two hypodermic needles, pump venom into the egret's bloodstream. If she hits an artery, the egret will die in minutes. If it's a smaller capillary, it will take longer. Either way, the viper doesn't care. The egret's too big to eat. For the victim, it's all too late as the venom takes its toll. To survive, you must be fit and find food. But sometimes food means a life-threatening fight. In Madagascar, troops of ring-tailed lemurs patrol their turf, looking like a bunch of felons who just escaped the pen. If a rival gang crosses the boundary, it's war. This gang's domain is an exclusive neighborhood full of tamarind trees. Tamarind pods are ring-tailed lemurs' favorite food. Roxy is their female leader. Her gang guards their rich supplies. They scent mark the boundaries, warning rivals to keep out. Just on the edge of their lush territory, another gang scrabbles to survive on small, leathery leaves. Their female boss, Rizzo, wants an upgrade. She leads her gang across the enemy's line to the tamarind pods. Roxy's gang spot the invasion. She and the girls pick up their youngest kids. Vulnerable to attack from predators and other lemurs, up to half of lemur babies die in infancy. So mothers always keep their young close, even in battle. And tamarind seeds are worth a fight. A gang of lemurs raids neighboring turf for food. The landowners aren't in a sharing mood. Their alarm calls should scare off the looters. But the looters are hungry. So landowner Roxy leads an attack. She targets the looters' head honcho, Rizzo, with long heel bones, which act like springboards. They leap up to 30 feet in each bound. Now Roxy is cornered. Holding arms outstretched and screaming, the looters challenge her to a jump fight. Lashing out with sharp claw-like nails, they lacerate her skin. As Roxy retaliates, her baby tries to cling on with tiny hands. But she falls off. Looking for safety, she tries a rival. She will be abandoned or killed by anyone except her mom. She finds her. Roxy is riled. Her gang forces the intruders to back off. The young all survive, this time. As a defense, some pretend to be dangerous. But who's bluffing and who's holding the aces? In the Pacific Northwest lives one of the most toxic animals on the planet. A rough-skinned newt. He's usually only a threat to the small invertebrates he eats. But he carries deadly toxins. This species can have enough poison to kill up to 25,000 mice. So he comes with "don't eat me" warnings. But this is also the land of the bullfrog, the largest of all North American frogs. He's an ambush predator with a voracious appetite. His bulging eyes with their 180-degree vision help him spot prey from his seated position, catching it with his short, sticky tongue. Right now, he's got dinner in his sights. Sensing trouble, the newt reveals his underbelly. To most predators, his bright orange color signals danger. The frog has color eyesight. But he's thinking only with his belly. The newt is only poisonous when ingested. Inside the frog, the newt's defense kicks in. His poison paralyzes the frog's muscles by blocking electrical signals to nerve impulses, stopping his diaphragm and his heart. It takes just a few minutes, and then unscathed, the newt lives to die another day. Some animals hunt, and some just steal. Even in the Caribbean Sea, there are thieves, birds too lazy to do their own fishing. Around Little Tobago, red-billed tropic birds soar above the water, searching for fish. It's breeding season, and parents split their duties. While one protects the chick, the other travels far offshore to gather food. With a fish safely stored in his crop, the tropic bird has to get back to the island. But he's being followed. This red-billed tropic bird is trying to deliver food to his hungry chick. But he's being pursued by a pirate. The magnificent frigate bird, with the largest wing area to body mass ratio of any bird, they silently glide the thermals, snatching their prey from the sea's surface and the seashore. They are the real pirates of the Caribbean. They force other birds to give up their catch. Their scissor-shaped tail and long angular wings make frigate birds masters of aerial combat. This one is after the red-billed tropic's baby food. By holding the tropic's tail, he can force it to drop its fish. It's 1-0 to the frigate. With a new fish in his gullet, the tropic tries again, outmaneuvering the bigger bird. But now there are two. To the frigates. If the chick's ever gonna get fed, Dad must become Top Gun. He's going for third time lucky. But this time, the Dad flies close to the water to force the frigate bird low. With very little oil in her feathers, frigate bird isn't water repellent. She can't afford to dip her wings in the sea. It works. Once the tropic reaches the cliffs, his catch is safe. But this red-billed tropic chick is hungry. It's still 2-1 to the frigate. Top Gun Dad has many more missions to fly. In a fight, if you're the little one, it's all about defense. Hard armor, deadly poison, or sharp quills. This Cape porcupine is a nocturnal vegetarian. His hunting ground is a dangerous place, but he's battle ready. He comes with 3 lines of defense. The first, 20-inch long pliable black and white quills around his head and shoulders. Each quill has a muscle at its base that makes it stand up when the porcupine is threatened. It makes him look up to 3 times bigger. But that doesn't deter these young lions. So the porcupine fires up his next weapon. At the base of his tail are short, hollow quills that rattle when he shakes them. In the animal world, it's a sound that signals pain. Again, it doesn't work. Lions will only eat porcupines if they are starving. But curiosity could kill these cats. Across his back are densely packed 8-inch long, rigid, sharp quills. If he can hit his target, the quill will detach from his back and pierce flesh. He hits at least 2 lions. They're trying to remove the quills. So the porcupine continues his attack. The youngsters have had enough. But one of the lions has a quill pointing directly at his heart. If he can't remove it, it may snap, cause an infection, and could eventually kill him. The porcupine wins, proving attack is the best form of defense. Some animals steal your food. Others make you food while you're still alive. It's a scene from a science fiction movie. A giant tarantula hawk wasp searches for a living host for her young, armed with her 1/4-inch stinger that, for humans, delivers one of the world's most painful stings. This female carries fertilized eggs. She will lay each of them on the stomach of a living creature, and they will slowly eat it from the outside in. Now she hunts down her preferred prey, tarantula. Her antennae lead the way. Below ground, a large venomous baboon spider. A specially woven silk curtain keeps intruders out of the burrow. But the wasp is no ordinary visitor. She wants the spider to attack and chase her. Outside, the wasp can deliver a debilitating sting to the abdomen. A second dose of her venom ensures the spider is paralyzed, but still alive. The wasp prepares the spider's grave. Once in place, the wasp will deposit a single egg on the spider's abdomen. The larva will feast off its living host for several weeks. And now this wasp prepares to search for her next victim. To improve your status, you have to play for high stakes. And you might lose everything. In Thailand, thanks to heroic actions of an ancient monkey deity, macaques are revered as bringers of good fortune. In this temple, they enjoy daily bounty. These macaques are strong and healthy. But a busy road acts as a class divide. On the wrong side of the tracks, Romeo is a market macaque. His living space is overcrowded. Every scrap of food is hard-won. Now 6 years old, Romeo must leave his birth group and find a new troop. There, he'll have to work his way up the ranks to gain dominance, so he can continue his bloodline. Romeo has his eye on the temple troop over the road. The troop's dominant males fight hard to keep their positions. They breed with all the available females. But there are a lot of girls in the troop. And this young female, Juliet, isn't getting much lovin'. Under cover of night, Romeo crosses over to the temple. He needs allies. If he gains Juliet's support, it may help fast-track him to a dominant position. By grooming her, he wins her over. But in the morning, a temple guard spots the intruder. The dominant males don't tolerate young male upstarts. Romeo is fast, but not fast enough. Bigger and stronger than Romeo, the temple males send a clear message: don't come back. They bite him where it hurts: his face and testicles. But it's not enough. In a show of strength, the temple monkeys go nuclear. And the market macaques face off the unwelcome invasion. Young market macaque Romeo tries to infiltrate his neighboring temple troop, but is chased back across the divide. The temple macaques mob the market troop's buildings. And now the two troops go head to head. These monkeys fight dirty. Slapping and grabbing. They can break fingers and snap tails. 1-inch-long sharp canines rip through flesh like steak knives. The battle rages for 20 minutes. are serious casualties on both sides. But for the Temple troop, it's job done. The young male market macaques will stay away from the Temple. Romeo escapes with his life. But he's no longer welcome in his troop. Outcast and injured, he searches for a new home. When your battle is for the bloodline, a good game plan is crucial. Australia is home to over 50 million kangaroos. Nearly 23 million of them live in the state of New South Wales. And they don't all get along. It's November, mating season. This young male is in the mood for love. But in this mob, the dominant male is first in line. Old Boomer has fought many battles to earn his position. Up to 80% of his frame is pure muscle. But young Buck has been practicing boxing with his peers. He has muscle power, too, and technique. He gets old Boomer on the ropes, but not for long. Old Boomer ups the ante. Balancing on his stiff, powerful tail, he lashes out. It's a kick that can disembowel. Young Buck's stomach has a thick skin, which acts as a protector. But it's not enough. He is badly winded, and old Boomer takes advantage. Landing his weight on the youngster's forelimbs. He then throws out the boxing rules and turns wrestler. Through years of fighting, old Boomer has exceptional forelimb muscle strength. And there's no referee to call time. Old Boomer shows mercy. Young Buck won't be spreading the love here this year.